Born in April of 1968 in Guinea-Conakry, Mustafa Mahmoud Mazeh was the last son of a family with 6 brothers and 2 sisters. When he was 2, he left for the Ivory Coast with his family. Having a Lebanese father, being born in Guinea, which was a French colony, he had 3 different birth certificates which would help him later in life. He spent his teen years in Africa and then went back to Lebanon with his father. Imam Khomeini's demise greatly impressed him. He was always willing to follow him. After Satanic Verses was published on September 26, 1988 and Imam Khomeini's fatwa on the execution of apostate Salman Rushdie was issued, Mustafa, who was engaged in religious activities, decided he wanted to be even more of a service of Islam. He used his various birth certificates to help him with his objective.
لو قام مسلم ونفذ فتوى الإمام الخميني بالمرتد سلمان رشدي لما تجرأ هؤلاء السفرة من أن ينالوا من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم لا في الدنمارك ولا في النرويج ولا في فرنسا.
He left his family without making them aware of his goals and went to London after spending some days at Jabal Safir region for receiving military trainings. 50 days after the day he left his family, they received news of his martyrdom. This Lebanese lionheart had gotten himself a hotel room near the residence of Salman Rushdie and had blown up his explosives on the 3rd floor of the 5-story hotel. But British intelligence forces were informed by a maid and stopped him while he was doing his operation. Ultimately, the hotel caught a fire, but Rushdie survived. Western intelligence forces went to all his brothers and friends in different countries to elicit some information about him. Their questions were mainly concerned with his membership in Hezbollah. Nevertheless, they wanted to know how he had located Salman Rushdie in the hotel, which no one knew, and it would be a secret that would be buried with him. After his martyrdom on August 3, 1989, a debate occurred between Britain and France. London wanted to know why Paris granted him a French birth certificate so that he could easily travel there and do such things. Despite all his family's efforts, his body was returned to his hometown 8 months later, and due to Lebanon's and the region's situation, they were not allowed to perform a formal funeral procession, so they simply buried him near their house. There is a shrine in Tehran's Behesht Zahra cemetery for Mustafa Mahmoud Mazeh, the first martyr to die on a mission to kill Salman Rushdie. May his pure soul be associated with the martyrs of Karbala and also with the holy soul of Imam Khomeini. O dear Imam, I promised you to constantly adhere to your clear way and obey your legitimate successor, Sayyid Ali Khamenei.